We are going to make Miss Pat's peanut clusters. Hey guys, I am super excited to share with you this recipe for peanut clusters. Now, this is not my recipe. It's actually one of the original owners in Lakesmith Terrace, Miss Pat. Now, Miss Pat passed away quite a few years ago, but my husband loved when she would make these for us. And so she wrote out the recipe. And in honor of her, I will be sharing with the community Miss Pat's peanut clusters. Hope you enjoy it as much as we have. All right, you guys ready? Put on your apron, wash your hands, and pull back that hair because it's time to get cooking. It cannot be any easier to make these peanut clusters. And with Easter right around the corner, I'm gonna put them in these molds so we have peanut butter peanut clusters. This thing, just read the recipe, melt it in the microwave, and voila, you're done. So you're gonna need a pound of chocolate flavored candy coating chocolate. You're going to need your semi-sweet and your peanut butter chips, which I have in here. You're gonna need your 1 pound of peanuts. That's it. So 1 pound of the baking or the melting chocolate, excuse me, I keep saying baking chocolate, but you guys get it. So this is 1 pound. We are going to break that up and put it into a glass bowl. Now, if you don't like to use the microwave, of course you could put this in a double boiler, but Miss Pat's recipe says just use the microwave. Makes it super easy. Then we're gonna add our peanut butter chips and our chocolate chips. So I do like to use a kitchen scale because I usually put my chips into a container. So I'm just gonna gently measure out 6 ounces. And of course, if you go over just a tiny bit, it's no big deal. You're gonna add that to the baking chocolate and you're gonna do the same with the peanut butter chips. So we'll go back to Miss Pat's recipe. 1 pound of candy coating, 6 ounces of chocolate chips, 6 ounces of peanut butter chips, or you can also put like a half a cup of peanut butter if you don't have peanut chips. And then put that in the microwave, start at 4 minutes. We're gonna watch it and stir. You guys ready? Here we go. While we're waiting for those 4 minutes, you can use something like a mold or use a baking pan and just go ahead and cover it with some parchment paper. That way it makes it really easy to get the peanut clusters off once they've had a chance to reharden. It's just about time to check the melted chocolate. All right, so it is starting to melt nicely. You are gonna wanna stir that and make sure that everything comes together smoothly, which it is. Look, this is lovely. Look at that, that looks amazing. When blended, add the peanuts, mix thoroughly, and drop by teaspoon on wax paper. So let's open up the peanuts. Now I bought dry roasted because with all the sweetness of the chocolate, I felt like the salt would be really nice. So we're just gonna dump those in, a whole container. Wow, that actually makes a whole lot. And I almost doubled the recipe. But then again, when my husband gets a hold of these, I might have needed double. We're gonna clean up the mess, let that cool just a tiny bit. Now, Miss Pat says to do teaspoonfuls. I don't know, teaspoon might not be enough for me, but we'll see. We'll see how big these actually come out. So here we go, let's see. All right, that's actually a nice little plop. A little more than a bite full. I think Miss Pat was right about the measurements. One of these scooper teaspoon, perfect size. This makes a lot more than I expected, so I think we're gonna end up with 2 trays and maybe even this silicone mold full of peanut clusters. Yes, looks like tray number 2. Okay, so that batch made 2 trays plus the silicone molds. I have made some room in my refrigerator because it's a little warm in my house today. We're gonna let those set up, and then when we're all done, we'll come back and give it a taste test. Oh my goodness, perfection and super easy. Something that you can do with the kids this spring if you're having an Easter meal. Peels off the paper perfectly. They are nice and hard. Let's taste them. Just like Miss Pat used to make. Please feel free to post on the Facebook page if you loved it and if you're enjoying our recipe series. Don't forget, we had Perlo, we've had salsa, and now we've had peanut clusters.